Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting day in mathematics. Whoop, whoop. Warm-up number 24 is on the screen. Copy that. Get started as soon as you can. You should be able to do all of those by yourself now. I'm going to go over those as soon as you are done. Then we're moving on today. We're moving on to the next section in our session for polynomials. I'll give you guys some time. Copy and go. All right. Do me a favor, turn to your neighbor, show them what you have so far. You should be at least on number 3 or number 4. Check with your neighbors. And for right now, we don't need your Chromebooks in front of you. Put those away, please. Appreciate it. I just don't want people getting distracted. Not that you guys get distracted. Not you guys. I'm saying other people. All right. So here goes number 1. Number 1, we have a negative in between those parentheses, so it's a subtraction. So distribute. We're left with negative 5x to the 4th, negative 10x to the 3rd, minus 9. So far, so good? Yes, Mr. Q. Combine. 3x to the 4th and negative 5x to the 4th is negative 2x to the 4th. Next, negative x cubed and negative 10x cubed, that's negative 11x cubed. And at the end, minus 9. Hands if you got that. All right, good. Let's go to number 2. Give me a second, let me make some room here. Number 2. Distributive property, yes, here we go. We got 4x times 2x cubed, that's 8x to the 4th. 4x times negative 3x, that's negative 12x to the 2nd. 4x times 5, that's positive 20x. So far, so good? Yes? All right. Let's go to the second term. Negative 2 times 2x cubed, that's negative 4x cubed. Negative 2 times negative 3x, that's positive 6x. Negative 2 times 5, that's negative 10. Next, combine like terms. We got 8x to the 4th. Then we got negative 12x squared. Are there any other? No. However, hold on. Let me do the cube first. Negative 4x cubed. Then the negative 12x squared. And then we combine 20x with 6x. That gives us positive 26x minus 10. Hands if you got that by yourself. Some of y'all, okay? Number 3, factor. Let me pause the music in the background. First step, is it in standard form? Yes. Is there a GCF? Yes. 4. We're left with x squared minus 5x plus 6. From there, we got 6 on top, negative 5 on the bottom. 2 numbers that multiply to give me 6, that when you add them give us negative 5, that's negative 2. And negative 3. Negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. Negative 2 plus negative 3, that's negative 5. So I bring this down. The x squared becomes x times x. Then I have minus 2. Then I have minus 3. And don't forget the BFF, which is 4. Hands if you got that by yourself. Okay, some of us. All right. Number 4, is there a GCF? No. Is it a standard form? Yes. So I group these 2, and I group these 2. Factor by grouping. All right. Question, what is GCF for these 2? 27x to the 3rd, right? So if we divide by 27x to the 3rd, we're left with x plus 54 divided by 27 is 2, and x to the 3rd is out here. Next, What is GCF for these two? Looks like the negative. Okay. How about 64 for both? Yeah, 64 and 64, that's 128. So that leaves us with x plus 2. What's the same here and here? X plus 2. What's left over? 27x to the third minus 64. Ooh-wee. Let's go. You're like, Q, just bring the benchmark already. Bring it. All right. Number 5, solve. Plus 81 plus 81. We're left with 4x squared equals 81. Divide by 4, divide by 4. X squared equals 81 over 4. How do we cancel this squared? Square root, square root. X equals plus minus. What's square root of 81? 9. Square root of 4 is 2. Last but not least, use the binomial theorem for that one. What row do we stop at? 4. We got 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. So I use 1, space 4, space 6, space 4, space 1. Then I got m to the fourth, m to the third, m to the second, m to the first, m to the 0. Next, 2n to the 0, 2n to the first, 2n to the second, 2n to the third, and 2n to the fourth. So, 1 times that, which is 1, is 1. M to the fourth is m to the fourth, plus 4 times this, which is to the first, that's 8, m cubed, n to the first, plus 6 times 2 squared, that's 4, that's 24, m to the second, n to the second, plus 4 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, that's 32, m to the first, n to the third, plus 1 times 1 times 2 to the fourth, which is 16n to the fourth. You good? Yeah? All right. How we doing? Once again, I'm going to continue giving these to you because Thursday, Friday, we have a 2-day benchmark coming up this Thursday and Friday. A 2-day. It covers everything in polynomials. I've been giving you plenty of practice on the warm-ups. Yes? Yes, Mr. Q. All right. Copy the agenda, please. Warm-up number 24, dividing polynomials. Tonight's home play is play sheet 6.5C, numbers 1 through 8. Only. Over the weekend, I gave you guys time to act like tomatoes, right? Or study those sections that you think you needed extra practice. Of course, you went to the YouTube channel, watched it again, maybe took copious notes once more, made it a family math night, right? Gather around, folks. Let me show you some of the stuff I learned. You're probably the popular one there. Let's go. All right. And reminder, tutoring. After school, Tuesday to Friday. In the mornings, I'm here from 7:15 and on. So pick a time, come in, get that done. Some of y'all need to start coming to see me to complete some of your work because in 2 weeks, we close the quarter. Let me repeat that again. Some of y'all, I'm not going to say any names, need to start coming to see me to turn in some late assignments because we close the quarter in 2 weeks. We're about to take a benchmark Thursday and Friday. Today, I'm going to try before the end of the day, and it's being recorded, I'm going to try and upload the last top part that we had. See how you did on that one. Some of you need to make up stuff. Some of you need to retake some of those. I don't know why you haven't come to see me. Have no idea. Like I said, unless they make up an app, you press it, it's called BAM, and I appear like an AI, right? How can I help you? No, you need to come see me. Please, Birdie, please. Copy this code, ZWEFA. 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 That's to have access to the home plate. The home plate looks like this. It's only 8 problems only. So make sure you get that done tonight. All right, get a Cornell note ready, and we're moving on to division. Let's go. Let's go. We got this. Division, your favorite. Taking you back to elementary. Am I right? Right? You know, oh yeah, sometimes I was in like at midnight still finishing. And by the way, I don't know if you guys here, let me put this into perspective. Before we didn't have these little things that, what are these called? Laptops or Chromebooks? We had these big machines they were called typewriters. You can go back into history and kind of like Google it so you can know what they look like. So anyways, you would type it, but you know how now when you text, you make a mistake, you just go backspace, right? Well, in those typewriters, there wasn't a backspace. I needed to move the thing back 1 space. Then I would get some Scotch tape, put it inside the paper, type the same letter, and then with the Scotch tape, take off the ink that was on the opening. You're like, what? Yeah, I'll show you some other thing. Anyways, y'all ready? All right, once again, put away those Chromebooks. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll wait for y'all to put them away. All right. And it reads, I can divide polynomials. I can divide polynomials. By now we know what polynomials are. Tell you never the definition, then Mario's going to enlighten us. Polynomials are what? What are polynomials? Mario. Woo! From the corner. Let's go. Yeah, I've been hammering this so much that by now you wake up polynomials expressions, right? All right, so we got that. So let me take you back to elementary. Write your utensils down, look up to the screen. Look up. So far, you guys seen from elementary to now 3 different types of division. Y'all ready? Here goes. Look up. We have 25, oh no, not 25. Come on, Q. 23 divided by 5. Is that division? Yes. How about 23 divided by 5? Is that division? Yes. And of course, your favorite, 23 divided by 5. Yes? All right, copy this last one, write it on your paper, please. Let's make that example Q. I'm going to use colors and follow along with the same color that I use. Ready? Here it goes. Question, what number times 5 gives us 2? Nothing, unless it's a decimal, right? However, what number times 5 gives us something close to 23? 4. So you write 4. 4 times 5 is 20. And what do we do next? We do what? Subtraction, right? So that means we put a little negative here on the 20. So what is 23 minus 20? That gives us 3. We put a little r. Tell your neighbor what that means. What does r mean? Remainder, yes? All right. So how do we write the answer for this? Tell your neighbor how to write the answer for that division and see if they remember. How do you write the answer? Yeah, the answer was what? 4. However, don't we have a fraction? Yeah, because there's a remainder, so we write a fraction. the remainder goes on top, and this guy goes on the bottom, and this is my answer. Is everybody good with that process? Here it goes once more. We have the division, long division. The 4 goes here, remainder on top, and that one on the bottom. All right? Well, once again, make sure you put away your laptops, Chromebooks, and we're going to use this process. How about that? Yeah? But now, let's use polynomials. Woo! Copy that, please. Let's go, let's go. We got this. 3x cubed plus 22x squared plus 37x plus 10 divided by x plus 5. All of a sudden it went from elementary to algebra 2. Let's go. Just write it down. Once again, I'm going to go over this process. All right? We good? All right, here it goes. We'll wait for that call. Writing utensils down, look up to the screen. I'm going to go through the process. Stay focused because, like I said, this is one that, to me, it's one of the easiest ones, but somehow people get lost. So here it goes. Step 1. What do we check with any polynomial? Tell your neighbor. See if they remember. What do we check first with any polynomial? Gabriel, go. Standard form. Is it in standard form? Let's double check. 3, 2, 1, 0. Yes. But I need to do the same for this one. 1, 0. Yes. Okay. So that's step 1. Step 2. We're going to do our long division. So I write 3x cubed plus 22x squared plus 37x plus 10 divided by x plus 5. Write that down, please. All right, here we go. Writing utensils on. Look up to the screen. So now we get started with our division. Here it goes. Look up to the screen. I go to the first spot on top of the division and ask the question, what number times x gives me 3x cubed? Think about it. What number times x gives me 3x cubed? Tell your neighbor, what do we multiply x by to give us 3x cubed? All right, looks like Joseph's got it. Go, Joseph. 3x squared. Very good. Write that down, please. So 3x squared times x gives me 3x cubed. But now I need to multiply times this second number. What is 3x squared times 5? 15x squared. Once again, Joseph said 3x squared, so 3x squared times x is 3x cubed. 3x squared times 5 is 15x squared. Next, let's do this next step together. Draw a line. We're going to subtract. But this is what I want you to do. Look up. Circle the negative. Distribute the negative to these two. And let's do the subtraction. What is 3x cubed minus 3x cubed? Cancel. What is 22x squared minus 15x squared? 7x squared. Next, bring down the next term down, plus 37x. Let's do the process one more time. We're up here again. What number times x gives me 7x squared? Tell your neighbor what that number is. What number times x will give us 7x squared? One number times x. Renzo, go. Positive 7x. That is correct. Positive 7x times x is 7x squared. 7x times 5, that's positive 35x. We're going to subtract again. Circle the negative. When you circle it, it reminds us to distribute here and here. So, let me move up. What is 7x squared minus 7x squared? They cancel. What is 37x minus 35? That's 2x. And bring down the last term, plus 10. Lastly, we do the process one more time. What number times x, let's see, gives us 2x? Tell your neighbor. What number times x gives us 2x, everyone? Plus 2, that is correct. So 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 5 is 10. We subtract, circle it so you can distribute here and here. What is 2x minus 2x? 0. 10 minus 10, 0. And our remainder is 0. Answer? What would be the answer to this whole division? The answer is 3x squared plus 7x plus 2. So, here goes the process one more time. What is the first thing I check for, everyone? To make sure it's in what? Standard form. Second, if they both are in standard form, I set up my long division and begin the process of dividing for each term, bringing the next term down after I do the subtraction, all the way till I'm done and I get my answer. Let's do another one. Copy this one. Example 1Q. Divide using long division. Divide using long division. 10x cubed plus 31x squared plus x minus 6 divided by x plus 3. Step 1, everyone. Standard form, this is third degree, second degree, first degree, 0 degree. Is it in standard form? Yes. How about this one? First degree, 0 degree? Yes. Next, write your division. 10x cubed plus 31x squared plus x minus 6 divided by x plus 3. I'll give you a head start. Let's see what you can come up with for that. Go. All right, double check with your neighbor. It should be done by now. And Gabriel's going to give us the answer. All right, let's see. Gabriel, answer. If you're not sure, what? Help him out, Rachel. Hands, have you got that? That is correct. Here goes the process one more time. Gabriel, help me out. What times x gives us 10x cubed? 10x squared. So that gives us 10x cubed because we multiply times that, times 3, that gives us 30x squared. Subtract. We circle this to remind us to distribute here and here. This cancels. We're left with 1x squared. Bring down the next term. Next, Gabriel, what number times x gives us x squared? X. X times x is x squared. X times 3, that's positive 3x. Subtract. Circle it to distribute here and here. We're left with negative 2x. Bring down the negative 6. Then it looks like it's negative 2. Negative 2 times x, negative 2x. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. We subtract. And why did I circle this? To remind me to distribute here. What is negative times the negative? Positive. What is negative times the negative? Positive. This cancels. And that leaves us with 0. And if you got that, all right. So far, so good. All right, let's do another one. Copy this one, example 1 super cube. 12x cubed minus 19x squared minus 12x plus 4 divided by x minus 2. Shouldn't take you long now. Copy that one and go. All right, check with the neighbors, see what they got. All right. Looks like Monse is done. Very good, Monse. All right, here we go. Step 1, is it in standard form? Yes. This one is 3, 2, 1, 0. How about this one? 1, 0. Yes. So therefore, 12x cubed minus 19x squared. Oh, my bad. Let it go. Let it go. Negative 12x plus 4 divided by x minus 2. So, what number times x gives us 12x cubed? That's 12x squared. Oh, 12x squared. So, 12x squared times x is 12x cubed. 12x squared times negative 2, that's negative 24x squared. We're going to subtract. What do we do with this negative? Distribute here and here. So negative times a negative becomes a what? Positive. So this cancels. We're left with 5x squared. Bring down the negative 12x. Next, what number times x gives us 5x squared? Positive 5x. 5x times x, 5x squared. 5x times negative 2 is negative 10x. Subtract. Circle this. Distribute here and here. So that cancels. Negative 12 plus 10, that's negative 2x. Bring down the positive 4. Next, what number times x gives us negative 2x? That's negative 2. Negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 2, that's positive 4. We subtract, so that means this changes to a positive, this changes to a negative. Cancel, cancel, and that leaves us with 0. Answer, 12x squared plus 5x minus 2. From 1 to 5, I'll come to you with long division so far. 5 4s, couple of 2s, 5 4s. We need more practice. But once again, the process is the same. Make sure you're following along, because I'm about to add a little bit more crank to it. Ready? Let's go! Copy this one. Example 1, super duper cube. 7x cubed minus 6x plus 9 divided by x plus 5. This is a tiny bit different, and it does make a difference. All right. Let's do the first step together. Look up. What is the first thing we check for, everyone? Standard form. So let's see. Third degree, first degree, 0 degree. Is it in standard form? Yes. However, are we missing a degree? Which one? So I want you to write a 2 sideways right here and box it because we do need that between 3 and 1. And I'll show you what to do with that. Go to this one. First degree, 0 degrees, standard form, yes. Okay. Writing utensil down, look up to the screen. So I'm going to write this, but it has to be in standard form with all the degrees. Let me pause the music. So I'm going to write 7x cubed. Then there's no second degree, so I write 0x squared. Then I write negative 6x, then plus 9. Write that down, please. And the rest is history. X plus 5. All right, let's do this one together. What number times x gives us 7x cubed? 7x squared. So that gives us 7x cubed times that. 7x squared times 5, that's 35x squared. Distribute. That leaves us with negative 35x squared. Bring down the negative 6x. Let's do it again. What number times x gives us negative 35x squared? What is it? Negative 35x, yes. Negative 35x times x, negative 35x squared. Negative 35x times 5, that's positive 175x. Yeah? 150, yeah. Subtract. Distribute here and here. That leaves us with negative 75 and negative 6. That's negative 181x. Bring down the 9. Last step. What number times x gives us negative 181x? Negative 181. Yes? So that gives us negative 181x. Negative 181 times 5, that's negative what is it? Got it? 545? 545? Negative 5 what? 181. Oh, my bad. 9 what? 905. Yes, there it is. Subtract. This becomes a positive. Positive cancels. Wait a minute, Mr. Q. Yes. $175 become positive. Negative. Negative. Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry, guys. Right here, this becomes positive 175. So then this becomes 169. Yes? Sorry, I saw the negative before that. Bring down the 9. So that means it's going to change the last one. Negative, no, this becomes positive 169. And 169 times 5, that gives us Calculators calculate 169 times 5. What is it? 8, 35, 45. Subtract, minus, minus, cancel. Negative 845 plus 9, that's negative 836. Box that in green. Let me show you what we're going to do with that, because this is the first time we get a remainder other than 0. All right, so if I was to ask you for the answer for this one, you write what? 7x squared minus 35x plus 169. Is that correct? However, now that we have a remainder, do this. Put a little plus sign and a fraction bar. So what's our remainder? Our remainder is negative 836. And what goes underneath that fraction? Tell your neighbor. See if they remember from long division. What goes underneath? Yeah, the x plus 5. That is correct, which is this one. All right, so before we finish this portion, go over this one more time with your neighbor and remind them, why did we write that 2 box right there, please? Why did we write the 2 box right there? Talk with your neighbor. All right, looks like Gabriel's got this one. Gabriel, why did we box the 2? All right, help him out. Monse, why did we box the 2? You need all the degrees. That is correct. This one didn't have a second degree, but for division, long division, we need all the degrees represented. That's why we wrote here 0x squared, even the missing degrees. All right? So, I think you guys are experts at this, yeah? Copy this one. Example number 2. Very similar to the one we just did. I'm going to give you a head start. Let's see how you do with that one. And it reads 9x to the 4th plus x cubed plus 11x squared minus 4 divided by x plus 16. Copy that and go. Look up and check to see if you wrote that as your long division. Double check. What was the only degree that was missing here for the first polynomial? First degree, is that correct? That's why we wrote plus 0x, because x is 1 degree, yes? Make sure you make a note for yourself. Those of you that forgot, make a note for yourself, and then the rest is history. Let's see. 9x cubed times x is 9x to the 4th. 9x cubed times 16. That's 54 plus 9, that's 144, x cubed. Then we got minus, minus. That gives us negative 143, x cubed. Bring down the x squared. And so on and so forth. Continue. Have a good one. Let me show you once again the home plate for tonight. There it is, only 8 problems.